Welcome, graduates. At this time, everyone please stand and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. It is my pleasure to introduce our platform guests and District 11 administration. Please stand as I call your name to be acknowledged. From the School District 11 Board of Education, Mr. Jason Jorgensen, Director. Dr. Michael J. Thomas, Superintendent of Schools. Mr. David Engstrom, Deputy Superintendent, Achievement, Learning, and Leadership. Mr. John McCarron, Assistant Superintendent for Information Technology. Miss Phoebe Bailey, Assistant Superintendent of Personnel Services. Mr. Dan Hoff, Executive Director of School Leadership. Mr. Dwayne Roberson, Career and Technical Education Director. Dr. Joe Schott, CSEA President. Mr. Josh Schaefer, Dean of Students, Roy J. Wasson Academic Campus, Dropout Prevention Specialist. Tesla's success is due to our very dedicated teachers and staff. Let us give them a huge round of applause. At this time, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce our principal, Mr. Jason Miller, who will come up and give his remarks.
Good morning, and welcome to the 2021 Tesla High School graduation ceremony. At this time, I would like to thank our superintendent, school board members, dignitaries, and our amazing Tesla staff for being here today. But most importantly, let me thank the friends and families of our graduates for participating in this celebration, and of course, the graduates themselves, who have earned the right to be a part of this ceremony. Today, Today, we honor the students who have completed the requirements necessary to graduate from Nikola Tesla Educational Opportunity School. In previous years, my graduation speeches have addressed qualities such as seniors completing rigorous academic requirements, overcoming trying circumstances, perseverance, and adaptability. I can say without hesitation that the Tesla senior class of 2021 have shown they possess all of these qualities. Over the last year, these students have maneuvered their way through continually shifting expectations. We started this unprecedented pandemic with what we called distance learning at the end of last school year, and the majority of the population was locked down to flatten the curve of the spread of COVID-19. Some of the students sitting before you were deemed essential workers and were asked to continue to work to provide services for the rest of us in quarantine, all the while adjusting to online learning and still staying motivated to graduate. As we moved into the beginning of this school year, these students were asked to start their school year learning either synchronously or asynchronously, depending on their availability throughout the school day. While teachers were allowed in our new building to teach, students were asked to attend school from home. This continued until September 19th, when students were allowed to come back in cohorts that met in person twice a week. This was the first time many of our seniors experienced some normalcy for their senior year, but it did not last long. Our schools returned to virtual learning on November 5th due to an occurrence of COVID-19. We remained virtual until after Christmas break, when we returned in cohorts, which continued until mid-March, when we moved to 5 days a week in person. With all the new terms and expectations these students have endured, there is one that stands out to me, and it is not new, just presented to you in different ways. The new normal, or return to normalcy, as it is used a lot. While the last year and a half has been far from normal, and trying times for many, some more than others, we can all agree the new normal does not bring back the past. My question is, what is normal, and who defines that? The answer lies within each one of you. You define your own normalcy, and that could, and probably should, look different in each and every one of you. While we are still dealing with the pandemic today, at some point in time, it too will be a part of our past, and the normalcy that you have chosen for yourselves will continue to define you in your future. I am confident this will lead to great things, and that all of you will continue to define your lives on your own terms. I'm so proud of every graduate in the Tesla High School graduating class of 2021. They have earned their right to be a part of this graduation through their hard work and dedication. Remember, graduates, regardless of the path you now take in life, you will always be a part of the Tesla family. And we hope you will return and visit us as we move into our new normal. I am confident that our community will be a better place with you in it. I wish you all the very best of luck in your future endeavors. Stay healthy and stay in touch. We will miss you. It is now my honor to introduce our first senior speaker, Michaela Ann Stewart.
Good morning, class of 2021, friends and family. My name is Michaela Stewart, and I have been a student at Tesla for 5 years. I remember before coming to Tesla, I had lost hope on ever being successful in my academics, and I've given up on making friends. But little did I know at that time that Tesla would mold me into the person that I am today. My very first day at Tesla, I recall walking into Mr. Summers' class and sitting in the back of the class with my head down. At that time, I didn't know I'd be meeting my best friend of 5 years that very day, Kyla Perkins. After that day, several teachers also played a huge role in who I am today. Having said that, I have a couple teachers I would like to thank for being a big part in helping me be who I am today. One teacher I would like to thank is Miss Jones. She is the teacher that has encouraged me to step out of my shell and taught me that it's okay to talk to people and ask for help, which is something that has helped me in my education tremendously, and I will carry this throughout my whole life. With newfound confidence and a good perspective on life as a whole, I made a promise to myself to do my best in school and work hard to get into a good college and further my education career. One other teacher I would like to thank is Miss Lee. I've had Miss Lee since 8th grade, and she has been a blessing in my life since. Miss Lee has taught me the important skill of being myself and to not let other people change me. This skill has allowed me to be happy for who I am and not let others bring me down and to keep my head up high. My sophomore year, I made the decision to join Link Crew, which was a great choice on my behalf. I was able to become a leader and be someone who people looked up to and could come to if they needed help. The last teacher I would like to thank is Miss Riddle, who taught me the important skill that it's not a scary thing to go out of my comfort zone. This lesson has made a huge impact on my life. I can now say that if something is wrong with my order, I'll be able to tell a waiter or waitress. Overall, this lesson has made me mentally stronger than I ever thought possible. Over my years at Tesla, my life has had its ups and downs, from losing and gaining family, but also 2020. While it was hard, I did not let the hard times affect my work ethic and continued on with my life with my head held high, not letting COVID affect my hard work. My last thank you is for every teacher and staff member I have met at Tesla. You have supported me through all my years and have helped shape me into the person that I am today and showed me important aspects of life that I will carry with me forever. You taught me to be courageous, tenacious, and overall optimistic of what the future holds for me. And again, it's been a tough year, but look where we are now, graduating. Congratulations, class of 2021. Thank you. I would like to introduce our next senior speaker, Michelle Freeman.
Hi, my name is Michelle Freeman. I am a member of the graduating class of Tesla 2021. I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone, staff, family, and friends. Can you now take your applause? Two years ago, I left Tesla because I moved in with my grandparents, and I attended another high school, and they were not responsive to my needs. On the other hand, the teachers there were not always responsive for my needs. They didn't understand students with IEPs like myself. I needed extra time, more understanding, more help with subject matter. I received that here at Tesla. This is why I returned. I'm in front here all of you today graduating. Tesla staff, I would like you to know that you have inspired me to push myself more in my life. Attending Tesla has taught me always to keep pushing. Because giving up takes us nowhere. I choose not to give up my graduation because I knew it was right for me and it's also right for you. My favorite things to say are, love yourself more often, don't let others push you down a dark path, and be who you want to be. I desire to become a tattoo artist and be more self-sufficient. I want to inspire other students to advocate for themselves. To end in one piece of advice, graduating class of 2020, all about be happy when you can. Thank you. I would like to Ms. Fletcher to the podium.
Thank you so much, Michaela and Michelle. It's why we're Tesla. It is a tradition at Tesla to present awards and recognition for remarkable achievement. Although many of our students have typically not fit into a traditional school setting for various reasons, they possess strengths that would be considered commendable at any high school. These students have distinguished themselves to faculty and staff and have improved the school environment by their contributions. The following awards were nominated and voted on by Tesla staff members. Carla Lee, could you please step forward?
Good morning, everyone. As you know, I'm the art teacher at Tesla. Today, I would like to present an award for recognition of her outstanding effort and achievement in fine arts at Tesla Education Opportunity School. This award goes to Jamie Scott.
I would like to present the CTE Award to Joseph Uribe.
I am Mrs. Jarvis and the business and marketing teacher. And I would like to present the Computer Specialist Award to Marcellus Quinn. And this is for innovative leadership and diligence in business and industry application skills at Tesla Education Opportunity School.
You can go that way. Nice job.
Congrats, kiddo. Woo!
Good morning. I am Mrs. Garcia, an English teacher here at Tesla, and I would like to present an award to Kaylin Watkins.
Woo! Yeah, baby!
I'm going to add to this speech and just say that Kaylin is the most persevering, polite student I have had in a long time, and he was a blessing to have. Kaylin, in recognition of your outstanding effort and achievement in English at Tesla High School, you are awarded this award.
Congratulations.
Good morning. My name is Stuart Sir, and I'm one of the math teachers here at Tesla. And this year, for his recognition and achievement in the study of mathematics here at Tesla, the Outstanding Math Award goes to Francisco Hamilton.
Woo!
Good morning. I'm Mr. Rob Hansen, and I am a CTE teacher, Outdoor Rec and Leadership, and PE. And I am proud to present the PE and Sportsmanship Award to Taj Wilson. This is for excellence and dedication to sports and sportsmanship throughout her high school career at Tesla Ed Opportunity School. So Taj, if you're here, come on up. Unfortunately, she's not here today, and I'd like to invite Mr. Fowler up.
Fowler here. In recognition of his outstanding effort and achievement in science at Tesla Educational Opportunity School, I'd like Miguel Carrera Soto to come forward.
Good job, Miguel.
I'd like to bring up the better part of our social studies department, Kat Passetti.
Nobody said go off script. He's not wrong.
Thank you, Fowler, for that awesome introduction. He's not wrong. It's true. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing our Social Studies Department Award winner, who won because of his amazing critical thinking, Brandon Chavez, in recognition of outstanding effort, curiosity, and achievement in social studies at Tesla Educational Opportunity School.
Woo! Congratulations, students. If you didn't receive an award up here today, some of you did receive awards previously that are posted on our Facebook and your graduation videos that were amazingly done by your staff. At this time, I would like to introduce our principal, Mr. Jason Miller, who is going to be presenting the Dr. Kenneth Burnley Memorial Scholarship.
At this time, will Ryan, otherwise known as JoJo Norris, please come to the stage. JoJo will be awarded the entire $5,000 scholarship, and the selection committee was so impressed with her, they have added an additional $1,000 to the scholarship for a grand total of $6,000. Congratulations, JoJo. I would now like to introduce Laura Boatwright Wyant as our next senior speaker.
Hello, my name is Laura, and I wanted to say thank you, not to just the staff here at Tesla, but the students as well. You've all made my high school years memorable and happy, but sometimes frustrating. At the previous schools I attended, I was scared and shy. I had hardly any friends. And when I first came to Tesla, I thought it would be the same. I thought I would be that one girl that everyone hated. I thought I wasn't going to make it through high school. But then I met the staff and students. You all showed me a world I never thought was possible. A world full of people who care and are fun to be around. I found myself full of joy. Some of my best friends graduated from Tesla, and I still talk to them today. One thing that I've learned here at Tesla is that life will not always be perfect. Not all of our days will be full of light and love. Thinking back, I have memories here that will make me smile. Some of my favorite memories were sliming Mr. Miller in 9th grade, because at the end, there was still about half a bucket of slime, and the student council dumped it on him. The stands full of people were in an uproar of laughter, even Mr. Miller. Another favorite time was the 9th grade Halloween party, when Mr. Fowler dressed up as a nurse and chased people around with a fake syringe. That was the day I got my first kiss from a person I had a crush on. That may have been by accident when I was running backwards and turned around last second as our lips locked. A third memory would concern the taste of Tesla in 9th and 10th grade, when I got to eat and cook food I have never tried before. The fourth memory I have was when I was standing next to the window on the second floor looking over the courtyard of the Wasson campus with my friend Brandon. Mr. Fowler was putting some warm water into the pond as to keep it from freezing, so me and Brandon started making funny faces at him. He ended up throwing a snowball and it landed directly above my face on the window. I jumped back and screamed. I would also like to give a special thank you to JoJo Norris, Kyla Perkins, and Michaela Stewart and Caleb Case for being the first students to become my friends. I would also like to thank Michelle Freeman, Liz Knapp, and Tori Pacheco for always being there for me. All in all, I've had an amazing high school experience. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. Our next senior speaker is JoJo Norris.
Thank you everyone for being here. It means the world to have friends and family gathered around us for such a special occasion. I am sad to say this is where we part, but I will never forget the family I made here at Tesla. Tesla High School is the place where I found myself. I'm happy to stand here today and share these special moments with everyone. My journey at Tesla started in 7th grade. I was shy, like most children are when they arrive at a new school. I was planning on being the kid that always kept their head down and stayed out of everyone's way. Obviously, that plan didn't work. About a month into my being at Tesla, I let my guard down and started coming out of my shell. Soon, I was the kid that was always helping my peers, whether it was introducing them to new friends or helping them with classwork. I was there. As the years went on, I became more outgoing and confident. I was usually one of the first people to say hi to new students. I wouldn't be standing here today if it weren't for these amazing and important people in my life. They showed me that it's okay to be confident in myself. The first person that I would like to give a personal thanks to is Mrs. Yanni Jarvis. This woman taught me to look at the world through a new lens. Mrs. Jarvis has always been so kind and patient with me, especially when I had a bad day. Often, Mrs. Jarvis and I would be in her classroom eating lunch and chatting with other students. During these chats, I would tell Jarvis about a problem I was having as I updated her on how life was going. She would listen
for me to ramble on forever. These little moments with Mrs. Jarvis meant everything to me because they showed me that someone was always in my corner. Her optimistic spirit also helped me through the dark and rough patches I had. This support allowed me to help others through the dark times because Jarvis taught me to be there for people who need support. Another important person here today is Miss Kelly Riddle. Riddle taught me discipline in her own way. She always kept me on the right track, even if she didn't know it. I remember this one time in junior year, when I was part of student council. I was the most organized I have ever been. We had a lot to get done. Therefore, we had to organize a plan for everything to be done efficiently. During that moment, I realized that Riddle taught me a fundamental skill that I desperately needed. I started to create schedules and plan on how to get my work done efficiently without the stress. I would say I was doing pretty well, and then chaos struck, and like most people, I lost my path. But that's okay, because I'm back building what I started before, and I'm adapting to the chaotic world around me, like Riddle does. Then, the person who has been by my side since the beginning, Miss Chantel Jones. She was the one that brought me out of my shell. I probably wouldn't be standing here giving this speech if it wasn't for her. When I first started at Tesla, Jones would push me to interact with my peers through classwork. It started with small work, like with partners, and then when I was comfortable, she would move on to group projects. After some time, I started making friends on my own, and Jones no longer had to force groups on me. I'm grateful for what she did, because now I don't have to hide from people, and I can truly be myself. To continue, another person to stick by me through my ups and downs is Kyla Perkins. We became friends in 8th grade. She showed me a firm kindness, you know, the one that's always sweet but not afraid to stand up to people. She was there through all these years, acting as a rock for me. Most people would call her a free therapist. But she is much more than that, because most therapists won't create the good times Kyla and I have created. My favorite moment with Kyla is when we visited the Denver Museum of Nature and Science. We spent hours running around the exhibits and enjoying the experience of being there. Of course, small memories were created during this big time, but in general, it's one of the greatest memories I have with her. I want Kyla to know that I appreciate everything about her, whether it's letting me rant on for hours or being a shoulder to cry on. I know she's there. Though Kyla's an amazing person, I can't give her all the credit, because another person changed my life for the better. Michaela Stewart. I met Michaela a little after I met Kyla in 8th grade. And let me tell you, there is no one on this planet sweeter than Michaela. She has a heart of gold. In all honesty, she's too pure for this world. And because of that, I'm extremely lucky to call her my best friend. Michaela has held me while I've cried, only to cheer me up seconds later, which she was very good at. She will also get defensive when it comes to people she cares and loves about. For instance, in sophomore year, I was engaged in a heated argument with some old friends. I was a mess and in distress, something Michaela noticed right away. She stepped in. To say I was shocked is an understatement. Michaela is the kind of person to avoid unnecessary conflict, so for her to step up is something I will always be grateful for. If you ever get lucky enough to find people like them, hold on and never let go, because you will need them for your journey of life. Memories are what connect us, and these memories I have mentioned connect me with some of the greatest people I have ever met. I will miss Tesla High School, but I am overjoyed to start a new chapter in my life. I will never forget where I came from, because these are my people. You are my people. I would like to invite Mr. Miller up to the podium.
Thank you, JoJo. At this time, it is my honor to introduce Dr. Michael Thomas, Superintendent of District 11 Schools. Dr. Thomas, each one of the students presented before you have fulfilled the requirements for graduation as established by the Colorado Springs District 11 Board of Education. They are qualified, they are capable. Dr. Thomas, for your consideration, I proudly present to you the Nikola Tesla Educational Opportunity Schools Class of 2021.
Good morning, everyone. It's definitely an honor to be here this morning. And before I share just a few words, I want to thank all the graduates for your hard work and dedication. You have spent nearly 13 years of your life preparing for this moment. This is the moment you've been waiting for. This is the moment where you shine. And I have to say that none of you would be sitting here today if it weren't for the support of your families, the community, and the staff at Tesla. Would you do me a favor and just turn to the stands and give deep thanks and appreciation for all those that are here showing you love today. This past year really has challenged many of us in ways that we would have never dreamed of. It's a year that I don't think any one of us ever want to repeat. But I have to remind you, and we heard this from one of our student speakers this morning, that life is never going to be perfect. There will be situations like we've experienced this past year that will push you to the edge and give you every reason in the world to just give up. But even in the face of all of what was presented to you over the past year, you stood your ground. You said, absolutely not. I'm not giving up. And they always say that crisis doesn't build character. Crisis only exemplifies the character you already have. So based upon your ability to sit before us today, tells us that you have the highest character possible to face any adversity thrown your way. And there's three things I want you to remember. You need to stand up, stand for, and stand out. Now, what I mean by that is stand up, right? You have to be willing to take a stand in life so that you are seen. We all see you. We feel you. We love you. We value everything that you represent here today. Don't ever be ashamed to stand up for who you are. The next thing is that you need to stand for. You need to stand for something. Because as the saying goes, if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. We have seen significant travesty in our world over this past year. We have seen a lot of social and civic unrest that has really taken hold in a variety of different forms. And I encourage each and every one of you to stand for something. Whatever that passion, whatever that value is within you, do not be ashamed to stand up and stand for that, because that's what's going to make you successful. And the last thing is to stand out. Do you. This world has an amazing ability to force you to become someone that you are not. And I encourage each and every one of you to be able to stand out for who you are, how you define yourself, how you chart the course for your life. That is something that's going to be critically important for you to be successful. And I will close with a quote by Marcus Garvey, who states, "I trust that you will so live today as to realize that you are masters of your own destiny, masters of your own fate. If there is anything you want in this world, It is for you to strike out with confidence and faith in self and reach for it. It is truly my honor and my privilege to accept the graduating class of TESLA 2021, and I call Director Jorgensen to come forward and officially confer the graduating class of 2021. Congrats.
Thank you. And good morning, everyone, and congratulations on making it here today. I'd like to start by acknowledging that many of you have already persevered through so many adversities just to get here, well before the pandemic occurred. I'm so proud of each of you and the determination and resilience that you've had to make it here today. I'm honored to be able to speak to you this morning from the Board of Education, and more importantly, to see each of you graduate. Each one of you has a story of how you came to be here today. That story is part of you. It goes with you, and it does not end here. Your life is full of choices, some big and instantly life-altering, some that will take years to see the results. Regardless, every choice has a result. Each little choice you make along the way can be considered a 1 or 2 degree course correction, which over the course of many years could drastically change the trajectory of your life. Do not diminish those many small good choices that you make along the way, for they add up over time. The only thing that controls these tiny choices is you. You have the tools in your mind and your soul to decide. Be a victor, own your decisions, and put the past, whether it was good or bad, behind you. Each day is a new day to make a choice and a change. The opportunities that lay before you are immense and exciting. This past is past, and the future is now. Or perhaps Nikola Tesla said it better. Let the future tell the truth and evaluate each one according to his work and accomplishments. The present is theirs. The future for which I really worked is mine. The future that you work for will be yours as well, but you have to do the work. Set your sights on the next goal or objective and push towards it relentlessly with grit and determination, and you will succeed. You become what you think about and what you put your energy into, which again is only up to you to decide. Now, on behalf of the District 11 Board of Education, I am pleased to accept this class of 2021 for the conferring of diplomas and announce you graduated.
Thank you, both Dr. Thomas and Mr. Jorgensen, for your kind and inspiring words. Well, graduates, this is the time we've been waiting for. As your name is called, please come forward and accept your diplomas. We're going to ask the first row to stand and come to the stage. Will my stage guests please line up? She needs to. Leslie Aldave. Tanisha Ajane Anderson. Colin Luke Barnes. Tatiana Santina Barros. Anthony Charles Battaglia. Caitlin Osmarie Boatwright Wyant. Laura Serene Boatwright Wyant. Yadishka Elizabeth Bolden. Rafael Alberto Bordes Lopez. Luis Lee Caballero Smart. Miguel Angel Carrera Soto. Damian Rosendo Carruthers. Miguel Andreas Chacon. Brandon Adam Chavez. Charlemagne Cereales Delinigan. Mariana Grace Farrell Harden. Brianna Rain Ferrero. Gregory David Narayan Frechette. Michelle Emily Freeman. Gerardo Cruz Garcia Jr. Brianna Marie Groller. Tanner Maxwell Hadley Quiles. Francisco Alejandro Lee Hamilton. Alaris Kayvon Hutcherson. Juan Isai Iglesias Alvedo. Noah Alexander Jessen. Charlie Kathleen Johnson. Anthony Josiah Azrael Jones. Jaden Cashmere Jones. Quincy Thomas Key. Joseph Michael King Reynolds. Sethrin Douglas Klunt. Brendan Thomas Joseph Lancaster. Jacob Caston Leacock. Samantha Dawn Lilly. Alyssa Marie Kunkel. Riley Lucas Laughlin. Connie Jalexis Mack. Manavea Celia Maestes. Cole Samuel Niebauer. Ryan Josephine Jojo Norris. Nevaeh Reina Arona. Anissa Rayanne Orozco. Jacqueline Pama Terran. Kyla Erica Perkins. Antonio Marcello Pisani. Marcellus Delaire Quinn. Anna Elizabeth Register. Colin David Richard. Dejanay Soraya Robinson. Aiden Christopher Ruckholt. Alexis Mauricio Sanchez Aguilar. Erica Ashley Sandoval. Jamie Hope Scott. Isaiah Ayodele Sewell. Michaela Ann Stewart. Nylisa Lizette Simone Stewart. Sydney Orion Swope. William Lee Jean Thompson. Aubrey May Tuggle. Joseph Charles Uribe. Brianna Nicole Wasilk Eiler. Kaylin Jaquel Watkins. Mercedes Alexi Williams. Tajiana Unique Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the distinct honor to issue one more final honorary graduate. Accepting for his son is Alonzo Anglada. Let's honor our 2021 graduate, Silvio DeMarco Lucio Anglada.
All right, graduates, please rise. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Woo! All right. Woo! We have one final task of the morning, and it is to move your tassel over from right to left. Class of 2021, please change your tassel over now. Woo! Families, friends, and guests, thank you for sharing this special event with us. We have enjoyed working with you and your students. Please remain at your seats as the graduates exit the stadium. I now present to you the 2021 graduating class of Nikola Tesla Educational Opportunity School. Congratulations! Woo!